Hey guys, John Cannon for JJDJ Entertainment, wanting to show you guys a new product that we're going to start using for 2013. Now, for the past couple years, we've been using QuickBooks, and while QuickBooks did do, majority of what we wanted, this new company called Freshbooks, it's an online cloud-based company, freshbooks.com, but let me finish before you guys jump to that webpage. It's a new online accounting program. And what it is, it covers your invoicing, it covers your clients, it covers your, your estimates that you may send out for events, expenses, time tracking. You guys can really run some really nice reports, and the biggest thing, it's easy to use. It also has a lot of add-ons you guys can do with other third-party companies, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So when you log into the main screen, this is what I like to see. So we've entered a bunch of just random data to see how it works. But when I log into the account, you have your own private URL, you log into it, and this is the first thing you see. You see a snapshot of your company. You see, what invoices and expenses you've had per month. So you kind of see what you spent more, where you've made more, give you an idea and feel for your company. You can take a look at outstanding invoices. One of the biggest things is just QuickBooks. I just fell behind on. I just didn't stay up with it because I only had QuickBooks on my desktop. So if I was traveling on my laptop, or if I was, not in my office, I couldn't enter anything, and I was restricted to just doing that when I was at my desk. And the nice thing about FreshBooks is you open up Safari, Internet Explorer, Firefox, Chrome, whatever browser you're using. You can log in, you can put in invoices right there in front of your client. You can put your expenses in when you're sitting somewhere, in an airport or at a hotel somewhere. It gives you more flexibility on the go. And with DJs traveling a lot, moving around from meeting to meeting, not being in their office 24/7, it's really nice to have that feature. At least for me it is, so I'm sure it will be for you as well. So going back to the outstanding invoices, I just had a client, I invoiced, I just sent him a quick email letting him know the balance, and I sent him an invoice when I got back to the office. Forgot all about it. 3 months later, boom, check shows up. Had no idea what it was. I didn't tell the client that I made a mistake. But it's one of those things. It was a couple $100 check, which I literally forgot all about. So it'd be nice to just as soon as I finish a gig, as I'm walking to the truck or before I leave the event for the evening, they actually have an iPhone app. I can just go in the app, create the invoice, send it, boom, and as I'm driving home, that invoice is already in their inbox waiting for them. And also, I like the fact that it shows you over the last 3 months, where your spending is going, whether it's going towards gear, supplies, office expenses, training, education, if it's going out to you, if you guys have techs or, roadies, if it's going to the roadies, and you kind of get, an overshot of your company and where your company's going. So, I want to show you another thing is the invoice section. The invoice section is very easy to use, and what I like the most about it is the client side of it. And I'll show you a full walkthrough of that. So we're just going to create a quick invoice. We're going to make just a new client. We're going to use my personal email so I can show you guys the example. We'll call it John Doe. Organization. I got a Sharpie right here, so Sharpie Entertainment. Address. And so what you also could do is you could choose industry, and I haven't really figured out this section that well, but from what I've been told and what I've kind of read, is that it's based off your invoices will show you where you are on percentile of what you're charging that particular industry. I'm not really sure, but I'll look into it some more. So you have your invoice number where if you have something pre-existing, you can just go ahead and start. Let's say you're on your 268th invoice on your former software. You can start on 269 here, and it'll automatically start picking up and going from there. The date of issue, which would be today, PO number, there's a PO number. If you're going to give them a discount, you can put the discount in right there. Online payment, this is what I like the most. As soon as I do this invoice, and based off the information that I put in here for the client info, it will send them that invoice, and give them the option to pay directly from that portal, which will use PayPal, take care of the processing, or you could choose among a bunch of different other online payment options, but PayPal is one we use, and just get paid instantly. It's phenomenal. So let's go into the actual tab. Let's say we're going to do a school dance, okay? General, this will be a general expense. School dance, DJ, 4-hour dance. Okay, now that's your hourly rate for certain things. Now you can add in your items. So let's say they upgraded some stuff. Let's say they got a crowd cam. Let's say they bought some glow sticks. And, you know, let's say they're going to do marketing. They're getting a marketing package as well. So, okay, so we have our items. So the total of this invoice is $15.50. If we want to be nice, good customer, and want to give them a 10% discount, automatically account does that discount for you, applies it, reduces the total invoice amount. You can set up default terms, like this is a default amount, a default term that we use. I can say payment due net 30, which for some of you guys who don't know, net 30 is 30 days. This is also notes you want to have visible to clients. Something I read lately, a simple thank you for your services guarantees that your invoice gets paid quicker than not saying anything at all. Makes sense. Thank you for your services. Now, from here, you can save it as a draft. You can send it via email, or if you have a particular client that just does not have email and they like the old way, send it by snail mail. You can buy stamps, hit send, and it'll just take off from your stamps that you've already purchased. And it'll automatically send it to your client for you. But we're going to send this to via email. So we'll go ahead and hit send by email. It's going to pop up. Now, as soon as I upgrade my account, I can change this text here, which is saying sent using Freshbooks. But I can have it say sent invoice 002 from JJDJ Entertainment. And then I change the message immediately right now. You also have an option. Oh, it's on the payment tab. I'll show you on the payment tab this option that you have. So yeah, okay. So yeah, so this is what it's going to say. It's going to send a client a message to view your invoice from JJDJ Entertainment in the amount of blah, 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 or to download PDF for your records. Click the link. Look at this link. Best regards. Boom, send. Done. It gets sent out. Now, I'm going to log into my my Gmail account so you guys can see what the client would see when they get this. Alright guys, so we're logged into my Google Gmail right now, and this is the email that it would send to your client. It's actually really cool because when you upload your logo into the system, it actually changes all the colors to match your logo. So it sends the invoice to view your invoice from JJDJ Entertainment for $13.95, or to download a PDF copy for your records, click the link below. And then it shows them that you take Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, which on the back end are all options you guys can say you take. You also can add in Discover, Amex, you know, whatever you want. So as a client now, the client will click this link, and it takes them to their own portal of the website. And the nice thing is, how many times have you had a client that say, I never saw the invoice, never got the invoice, sorry, that's why we haven't cut you a check yet. Well, guess what? On your side of the control panel, you can see every time they log in and look at that invoice. So you can know exactly as soon as the client receives it, as soon as they look at it, and you get a lot of nice statistics on the back end. You can see like a full history. So if you had to go back in, change something on the contract or the invoice, or if you had to go in and add something you forgot, or they're adding on something else, you can go back in, change that, and like I said, on your side, the company's side of the Freshbooks, you can see a full breakdown history of what was changed, when things were changed, when clients have looked at it, so forth. Really nice. I'll show you that in a second. So back to what we're looking at now, which is the client side. They see the invoice number. They see they can pay online using Visa or MasterCard. From here, they can review it. And if, let's say, for example, a lot of times we deal with brides where the parents of the bride are paying for the bill. So all they do is they click forward from here. they can forward it right out to their mom or their dad or their grandmother or whoever they need to send it to. Or if you're dealing with a teacher at a school, and they need to send it to their accountant person, they can go ahead and put the accountant's information in, hit send, goes over to their AP department. From here, they also can put it into a PDF and save it. They can print it, pay it online. Nice thing about this is, let's say you have a client like schools that, at any time we could have 3 to 4 invoices setting out for a school for homecomings, winter formals, pep rallies, proms, whatever it may be. You can have multiple invoices sitting there. So they can actually look and see all the unpaid invoices, which right now this particular client only has one. But they can see all their invoices right here. If you have a wedding client, they paid half of the bill up front, they're going to pay the second half later, they can see all their payments right here as well. They can see, when the payment was made, the date, the amount, the check number, whether it was done Visa, MasterCard, whatever it may be. They can get their account statement on the fly. So, it's really nice. It's a very nice automated system. I love the client side of this. So they can look at their statement. If they have any questions on the right-hand side, it gives you a phone number and email. They can contact you right away. Really nice system. Very happy with this. So let's say they want to go to pay. They want to pay all outstanding invoices. Let's just go here. Pay online. Choose to pay with. Since I'm set up with PayPal, they can pay with PayPal directly from the website. So if they have a PayPal account, they can log in and pay with PayPal that way. Or if they don't, they just have a credit card. They click this option down here at the bottom. And they simply just enter in their credit card information, billing. This is all encrypted, so it's safe. And boom, they're paid, done, on to the next client. Now I'm back here, guys, on the company side of the page, and you can see here now is that the client has viewed it. And when you hover over, it says your client has viewed the invoice but have not made any payment. Obviously, I'm not going to make this payment for a fake account. So, but again, look, you see your invoice, what they call the autobiography. Date and time when you created it, date and time when you sent it, when they looked at the invoice. We looked at it twice, it shows you both, date and time when they looked at it. So from here, let's say they sent you a check. So we can go ahead and do enter payment on invoice. Payment amount, let's say they sent us $1,000. Method of payment, check, the date, they sent that check in today. We say made via check number 3456. Send payment notification email. This is really nice too. It's a constant communication with your client. So you don't have to sit there and go back, send them an email, hey Bob and Sue, got your check. Hey Bob and Sue, here's a copy of your receipt. Send payment notification emails. This is where you can customize what gets sent to the client. So you enable yes, send my client information. Now this is what I was talking about before with the earlier pop-up window. Is you can use different variables to structure your email letter. So it says, thank you for your business. We have received your payment in the amount of payment amount. Now, by using these predefined variables, it'll automatically insert the amount that you've put in the system that they've paid. For invoice number, it automatically takes care of that. Let's say if I want to say their first name here. So it'll say client name, thank you for your business. I can go and insert client first name, comma, thank you for your business. And let's see if I want to add anything else on here. Okay, we'll say the payment left on the invoice. So we'll say we have received your payment in the amount of, payment amount for invoice such and such. Your remaining amount due is, and we'll say, let's say payment owed, which is due week of scheduled event. So like I said, you can customize this any way you guys want. I'm going to restore the default because that's how I want it. And then hit save. So we'll go ahead and close this out. We'll go ahead and accept their payment of $1,000. And like I said, you have all these different options here, what you guys can do for different checkouts, different online payments, and you hit save. So you show you want to enter payment for this invoice, and it says it also lets you know that your client will be notified. Hit OK, and boom, it tells you on your invoice that there has been a partial payment. It shows you the amount paid, and now the client will also get an email. So I'm gonna log into my Gmail, let you guys see what that payment looks like, show you the client portal again. So here we go. So here's the email that I got. It says, "Thank you for your business. We received your payment in the amount of $1,000 for invoice 2. To view the paid invoice, download a copy, yada yada yada." They can click their link, and from here it takes them back to their client side of the page, which they could have logged into with the previous link from the original invoice email. But they can log in here. They can see their invoice again. They can see that they owe $395 still. If they need a copy of their receipt, they can print this right here for them, or they can go to payments, and then it says on here that they've made a payment via check for $1,000. They could use that as their receipt as well. They can use their account statement as a receipt. So it's very nice. Like I said, I love the client side of it. Okay, guys, so we're back at the home screen now for the company side of the page. And so since that fake invoice that I just made still has a balance of $395, you can see right here that total outstanding invoices from 0 to 30 days old, $395. So I can see which accounts are getting old, how much money is due into me. So another part of FreshBooks that I'm really excited to start utilizing is the reports feature. You have 4 basic categories. You have your regular bookkeeping, invoice, timesheets, and other reports. But the one I'm really focusing on, and I'm really going to work hard to build my invoices around in 2013, is the individual item sales. Because at the end of the year, I really would like to go back and look at our schools for 2013 and say, hey, look, Uplighting sold well for schools. Text Live did extremely well. So maybe now we can go ahead and buy that second system so we can start offering Text Live to multiple schools one day versus only having one available. And you kind of get a good scope of where your company has strived in throughout the year, what your company wasn't selling too much of. Maybe you could focus some more marketing attention to that, but give you a general idea. I mean, you could look at the reports and say, look, I really want to get into battery-powered uplights. There are venues I could use it for, but what were the sales there for 2013? So I can pull up the item sales and see a breakdown. Let me show you real quick. So if you go to the invoice tab, and inside the invoice tab you'll have a sub-item called items. And when you click that, you can add in all your items for your company. So what we started to do is we're going to start using abbreviations. So SD hyphen will be for school dances, WD will be for weddings, and we'll probably use Pro for production work. So any invoice I type up for a school, the items that I add on will start with an SD. So I know those are specifically related to schools. So we have school dance uplighting, school dance Text Live, marketing, glow sticks, crowd cam, the simple 30 to 40 foot truss run. So we have those items. So if we go to reports, and inside reports, if we go to item sales, and I want to see from January 1st to December 31st of 2012, the entire fiscal year, I want to look and see what items really did well for us. So in here, you can hold down Control or the Command key, and I'm going to look up basic crowd cam, glow sticks, Text Live, and uplighting. I'm going to see what those have done. Hit Finish. Hit Update. Now, if I had all my clients in here, I would see a full breakdown showing me that, look, we've made X amount of dollars for a crowd cam. So maybe we can go pick up that 3rd or 4th crowd cam to be able to run different angles or different things. Glow sticks worked out really well for schools. We might have a little bit more room to capitalize on that, or maybe we could do something else with more glow products so we can look and see how well that worked out for us. And then, talk about, 2014, where we're going to go with it. Look at uplighting. Like I said, other example about going to battery uplights. If we see that, it's working out really well, we can look into buying new uplights. I'm not sure if I want battery uplights at a school, because I bet you one of those would definitely walk off. But it gives you a nice breakdown at the end of the year, even month by month, to see, you know, where your revenue is really coming from. So definitely a nice feature. Check out the reports. Another great thing is expenses. What you can do there is you guys can link your expenses right in with your banking account, your PayPal account. And so, you know, you should by now, if you're really trying to make this more than a hobby and a business, more than a hobby and make it a business, you guys probably have your own banking account for your production company or DJ company, whatever it is you guys do. And you have your own account, and you can link that account to your FreshBooks. So it constantly updates daily your expenses. So instead of having to go through and enter every receipt, which is a pain in the butt, it'll pull those charges down for you. They have some really nice third-party services you can add in, and let me show you those right now. If we go to add-on store, and I mean they have a ton of add-ons. You can spend a good 30-45 minutes going through all the add-ons to see what they have for you. But one of the ones I am looking into is a company called Shoebox. And what Shoebox is monthly you take all your receipts, your receipts from what you purchased for gear, what maybe you've had took a client out to lunch, your fuel, whatever it may be, whatever your expenses may be. You take all those receipts, and they give you these pre-printed envelopes that look like the Netflix envelopes, but they're blue and they're for this company. You put all the receipts in there, send them out to this company. It's all prepaid. And what they do is an actual person sits there, scans in your receipts, puts all the information in. It links in with your FreshBooks account, so your FreshBooks account has the most up-to-date items as well. And at any time, it's IRS approved too. At any time, you can log into their site, do a keyword search. Let's say I bought something from Ben over to NLFX, and it was a American DJ UV16. I can type in, I knew I bought this item. Say I get audited, and I need to find this receipt for $43 or however much his light was. I can type in NLFX $43. Boom! It'll pull that black light up. It'll show me a copy of the receipt at any time, and I can sit there and send it out to the IRS. Or if I just need to pull something for, you know, I have a Q spot that I need to send back to Chavez because it broke. You know, I don't remember when I bought half the stuff I buy. I know I bought it sometime in 2011, maybe early 2012. I could do a search for Chavez, see every item that I bought from Chavez, find the Q spot that I bought, use that, call up Chavez, give them the exact date. I can send them over the receipt, and boom, they have it. I can go ahead and send it in for repair. But yeah, there's just a lot. Here's some of the different payment gateways you can use. Authorize.net is one of the bigger ones as well. I mean, it's amazing. I'm very, very happy with FreshBooks. Very excited to get started using them. I think you guys will like it too, especially DJs that are wanting to go with more of a mobile style app. Because, I mean, like I said, from your phone, you can just log right into the app, and I'm going to open it up while I'm doing this video, even though I know you guys can't see it, but right from the app, you know, I can see that I have that $300-some outstanding still. It's real time, so it's updated right away. So I can still see that that client paid part of that invoice, but I still have something due. I can create an invoice on the fly. I can log my expenses. So if I'm sitting there and then I just filled up on fuel, and, you know, I don't want to print the receipt off, stick the receipt on my wallet, and have to go through it, I can put the expense in, take a picture of the receipt, or take a picture of the fuel pump, save it right from there. Boom! It's automatically updated on the cloud. From the app as well, I can work on estimates. I can look at those reports that we just talked about. So let's say, you know, I'm making some impulse buying, which I'm known to do. I can pull a report up and see exactly if it'd be a smart buy or not. So really nice program. Check it out. What I'll do is, just like Dropbox, you know, I get a referral if you guys click on my link and log in through the link that I give you. So if you guys would, you know, help me out, click the link below. Right on the bottom of the YouTube page, I'll put the link for you. And try it out for 30 days. See if you guys like it. Right now is the best time to do it because we're right at the beginning of a new fiscal year. You know, all your expenses from the past 20, 30 days are going to be fresh in your mind, so you guys can get those in, start doing it right. If you guys have any questions, look, I'm not an accountant by any means of imagination, but I do know a little bit of here and there, and I know how to work my way around FreshBooks. You know, I was talking with another DJ earlier today, getting him started on FreshBooks and helping him get started on the right path. You know, for so long, this could be a hobby. At one point, sooner or later, you're going to want to take the next step as a business and really start, you know, keeping an eye on, you know, what you're spending, keeping an eye on how much you're making, and really, you know, run the company like a business. And I think FreshBooks is a phenomenal way to start that. And even if you need to import stuff in from QuickBooks or so forth, you know, you can do that as well too. But I think right now it's the beginning of the year, a great time to start with this. It's impressive for the clients to see. I've done a few demos with a few clients, just previous clients that we've used before that, you know, we've built a good rapport with, and we talk on, you know, a monthly basis. We'll talk on Facebook and so forth. But I said, hey, look, you know, we're trying a new accounting firm, our new accounting software. Can I put you in as a demo client, and, you know, let me get your feedback on what you guys think of the back end on, you know, what the client would see. And they all loved it. They loved the fact they can make payments right then and there. They didn't have to worry about writing a check and mailing a check. And while that may not seem like, you know, mailing a check is this huge task, but it's an old technology. Everybody now, you know, I don't carry cash anymore. I barely carry checks. So it's nice just to be able to pay people with credit cards, pay online. But the clients, all three of them that we tried this with said they loved it. They loved that they could pay right there. They loved that they could see their balance. They could see a breakdown. So very, very nice. I'm very excited to start using this, and I hope you guys, you know, try it. And like I said, if you guys want to start on FreshBooks, click the link below. Their customer service is great. You get assigned your own rep in your region. I've had the rep call, introduce himself. I've talked to him a little bit. I've called back. He wasn't in a meeting, but another rep took care of a bunch of questions that I had. And I've even had follow-up emails from the conversation where the other rep had to help me. He followed up, hey, just want to make sure everything was taken care of. So check out FreshBooks. I really think they could help you guys out. Another thing is that they're an open API, so you can find a developer to possibly build you an add-on as well if you find something that you need. So like I said, check out the link below. Check out FreshBooks. I know this is a long video, guys, but hopefully it'll help you guys out. And, you know, best luck to your business in 2013.